Hi guys, welcome to English 101. It's Shirley. I took the TOEIC test on Sunday, so I wanted to kind of share my thoughts and experiences on that with you guys. But before I start talking about the test, I just wanted to mention and remind you that I was born and raised in America. So English is naturally my native language. So please don't compare your experiences with my experiences regarding this test, because obviously I'm an American person taking a test in my native language, which is English. So what I experience and feel about taking this test and what you feel and experience taking this test is not going to be the same. So please don't compare your experiences with mine, because that's just not fair. It's kind of like a Japanese person taking a Japanese test, So I'm an American person taking an American English test, So yeah, just please keep that in mind while watching this video about what I say. So yeah, anyways, so I took the test, and how I feel, honestly feel right now is, surprisingly, I'm a little sad. なんかちょっと寂しいって感じ。Because this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, but I kept kind of pushing it aside, and avoiding it. And I still remember the day that, online, I went to go sign up to take the test, and it became a reality. And it was like, okay, I'm really gonna do it now. It's gonna happen. And before taking the test, I was always scared and nervous and hoping, just wanted to get it over with and hoping that it's just done and over. But now that it's done and over, I'm a little sad, it's over, みたいな感じで. Yeah, so that's how I feel right now. But of course, the reason to take the test is to get a result, right? So we're doing this to get a score. So now I'm just waiting for that, and supposedly it takes 3 weeks, so which is, I think it's kind of a long time to make us wait, 3 weeks. The anticipation is killing me, but yeah, so I'm gonna patiently wait for that, and once those results come back, I will definitely let you guys know. So yeah, anyways, so that's how I feel right now. Regarding the experiences during the test, first of all, during the listening test, yeah, I definitely had a hard time with the audio. Like I already mentioned on a post that I recently posted on YouTube, but I have an attention span of a goldfish, which is I think 3 seconds. So goldfish, let's say they're oh, I'm hungry, 1, 2, 3. Oh, a bubble, 1, 2, 3. Oh, food, 1, 2, 3. Oh, what's this plant? I've never seen this plant before. So that's like a goldfish, and that's kind of how my brain works too. If I'm thinking of something and another thought comes in, I just forget that thought that I was thinking about, and I can't even remember it. So that's kind of how my brain works. So during the audio part of the test, I just kept trying to, keep my mind blank and just being focus, But me trying to focus and that action also blocks what's trying to come in, the audio part. So I had a hard time with that. And another aspect to that is that it was all in British accents, and I'm not used to listening to the British English accents, so I had a hard time picking up the words sometimes, and a lot of the accents are different from American accents, so a lot of the words were pronounced in a completely different way. And thankfully, all the words that came out, I knew that it's pronounced that way in British English. So thankfully, I knew that. But yeah, I was trying to stay focused, plus trying to catch the accent. So yeah, surprisingly, I did have a hard time with the listening part, even though a lot of people say that that's the easier part. And if it's a conversation, it's okay, if you don't pick up every word that's being spoken. But on a test, if that one word that you didn't catch is what's going to be asked in the question, you're kind of screwed. You can't answer the question, right? If it's when or where or how, and that one word is the answer to that question and you didn't catch it, yeah, so you can't answer the question. So I just didn't want that to happen, so I just tried to keep my mind blank, empty space, and just try to purely allow the words to flow into me, so I pick up every word that's being spoken. But that was really hard for me, just because of the way my brain works. But yeah, so that's that. And another thing that I experienced, which is kind of funny to me, but not to be rude to anyone, but like the audio part, so the audio gets played and then you answer the questions. But after the audio is played, like you can answer the questions, like the question's already written there in the answer, so you can just go ahead and answer it, right? And so if that question is the last one on that page and the audio's done, and then you can go answer the questions. So I think a lot of people just, went ahead and just answered the question. And like once they're done, like they want to go to the next page and just read the next questions of what's being asked, so that when the audio of that part gets played, they already know what's going to be asked, so they know what to listen for. So once they're done answering the question, like a lot of people, like we just flip the page. And the way they flipped the page was just like really like loud to me. Like it was just like to the point where I'm just like thinking about really you have to be that loud, like そんな大げさにやる必要あるみたいな. Maybe they're just like, so nervous and in a rush and like just trying to like hurry and flip the page and just read the questions. So like I guess that just came out in their actions, but like literally like I'll like show you like how loud it was. Like it sounded like they're ripping the pages. I was just like like literally like it was like that. Like especially the girl next to me was like really extra when she was flipping the pages. Like I was just like really like そんなに loud にする必要あるのかなと思って and like I'm sure like there's some people in that class who are just like beginners at learning English and maybe it's their first time taking the TOEIC test, and if they're like still answering the question and they're having a hard time with it and they start hearing like these sounds, it's just like pressure, so I was like, oh, nanka, like please do it quieter, like yeah. But anyway, so like that happened, and yeah. But then also like kind of connecting with that is like now going on to the reading part. I enjoyed the reading part a lot more. Like the listening part, literally I was like the whole time I was like focus, but the reading part I was kind of a little more relaxed because like it's like my own pace, and I could still just do it with like the pace that I want to do it, and so the reading part is different from the listening part in that if you're done with the question, like you can move on to the next question and you have to wait, so you just keep going. And naturally I'm a fast reader. Like not only that English is my natural language, so obviously I'm going to read the questions a little faster than people around me. So during the reading part of that, like I would read the passages really fast too, and I'm just like, but the question and the answers I took my time reading because I tend to make small mistakes where like I didn't read the question right, or I didn't read the answer right, or I didn't understand the question right. So I just kept taking my time and like would double read the questions, and the answers like carefully. And so naturally like I would finish faster than people around me. So like when it came to the part where I turned the page because I'm ready to go on to the next page, right? I didn't want to be like these people, So I was just like just trying to be quiet, and I would just like slowly flip the page and like slowly, quietly crease my page and just go on and like start answering, right? But then like, halfway after I flip the page, other people start like flipping their page, and they're like ready to go on the next page. And so I start hearing the flips. So I'm like, okay. And I was able to move along pretty fast. I was pretty happy with the pace I was going. And like I would, keep flipping and like quietly flipping, like just keep going, because I didn't want to rush through it, but I also wanted enough time at the end where I can go back and check all my answers. So I was like, just minding my own business and just trying to focus on me while not trying to be rude or like pressure anyone, right? But I'm sure the girl next to me, like she can see from the corner of her eye like that, like what the heck, why is she so fast, like because like maybe if I look like an American person, like like a 白人でさ金髪とかだったら、なんかまあアメリカ人だから早いよね、普通だよね、なると思うんですけど、like because I look Japanese and I speak Japanese, and to them I probably look like the same Japanese person, like to them it's like they're comparing themselves to me, like 同じライバルと思ってるから、likeまあライバルと思ってないかもしれないけど、なんかやっぱ日本人同士だったらさ、なんかアメリカ人だったらなんか they might think like, oh しょうがない、 but like if I'm Japanese, they might compare themselves and their speed and like, oh, am I too slow or something? So like I didn't want that to happen because I'm American, it's not fair to compare my speed with your speed. So I wanted to be, respectful, but at the same time I needed to focus on me, and like the reason that I was there is to do a good job on my test, whether or not I'm Japanese or American, like that part is equal. So yeah, so I was just trying to be, not rude, but I know that she was watching me from the corner of her eye and just being kind of annoyed, like what the heck, But anyways, yeah, so that happened. So yeah, that's my experiences on taking the test. Yeah, I'm glad that I did it. Once the results come back, obviously I will let you guys know. Hopefully I get a full score, because if I, as a native speaker, I want to be able to say, yeah, I got a full score on it. But, so if I don't, I have to take it again. So yeah, please. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.